Okay, guys, I'm here with I am the Wrestling 14 champion. I should mention first, and I am here with SmackDown review, and I don't have any notes tonight. And I don't really need them, to be honest with you. This SmackDown, because it's still going on right now. So if you're just watching it, don't watch this video until SmackDown is over. And there's gonna be no Raw video because Raw has been crap. And TNA wasn't bad. I just couldn't review it because I went to a doctor's appointment. Um, but there's flaws with these things. But SmackDown, I I just loved SmackDown this week. This was probably the best SmackDown I've seen, and I don't even know how long. I don't even remember the last time I saw SmackDown this good. This was a great SmackDown. Um, this is, by the way, my 99th video. Um, I need to get a reaction to this. So first, Big Show comes out, and they show footage from last week of Big Show of his return that they don't even mention, like he was gone. And he mentions the fact that he was only the world champion for 45 seconds. The guy that beat him for Daniel Bryan lost in 18 seconds. So I'm guessing I'm guessing Daniel Bryan's never gonna hear of his WrestleMania match this year. That just stinks. Because if that's all we're gonna really hear about him, then his talent isn't really gonna mean anything. But anyways, he says that he was in like a nothing match, pretty much he was in that match this year. And he thinks that he can take the world championship from Sheamus by using this fist right here. Not my fist, his fist. Then Randy Orton comes out and says that he can face Sheamus for the world championship, and that he's gonna hit like an RKO on him, and that he'll become the number one contender at Hell in a Cell. And then we find out that this match between Big Show and Randy Orton is for the number one contendership at Hell in a Cell. Then Del Rio comes out, and I was like, oh crap. Alberto Del Rio's gonna get another match. But that's not it at all. He's cutting a promo about saying that pretty much you guys are gonna become the number one contender. He gets in the win. Orton hits him with an RKO. That was it. Thank you. And I do get pissed more throughout the whole show. But I'm gonna mention Randy Orton. Now I know I always complain about Randy Orton. I don't like Randy Orton, but it just feels like something different about him now. Like I look at him now, and I can get into this guy now. This guy, I don't know what it is, but I actually like him now. Like when he came back and he squashed Heath Slater, I thought he was just gonna be a squash again, a squash fest. But then eventually, look what happened. He's like a different man now. It's just something about him feels different. I just don't know what it is. When he cuts promos now, they're not boring anymore. When he's in the ring, he actually gets a good match out of you. His theme song, I like his theme song, so it doesn't really matter. It seems like this is like a different Randy Orton ever since his suspension. Now, I know I don't normally say this about guys that get suspended, but him being suspended is probably the best thing that's ever happened to him. It gave him time to go regroup. It gave him time to go refocus, and look what happened. A new fire is coming, Randy Orton. And that's just awesome. Then, what happens after that? I remember something else happened. What happened? I'm just going from the top of my head. I think I remember there was a good match after this. Something happened after this. Hold on, let me see if I can look it up on the internet. I do know the show. It's just I didn't take notes because I thought I was gonna be able to make it like straight after I was done with this Smackdown because I watched it off YouTube. So yeah, that's why I don't really know what's going on. So I'm just gonna go to the results. So, oh no, hold on. Oh, okay. This is why I don't remember this. This is a negative. Antonio Cesaro is defending the United States Championship against Santino. Now, I guess that makes sense because Santino did beat him last week, but I don't like Santino. He's always just going to be a comedy character. He's not going to... And I don't like Cesaro that much either, but I prefer him as United States Champion over Santino. I'm just going to say that right now. The match itself was actually fairly decent. I'm going to give them that. They actually brought a pretty good match. I think the best part of the match was when Santino hit that super kick on Cesaro. And I think I still would have complained if he won, but I want Santino to start having more moves because I think with more moves makes you more of a makes Santino more over with not the kids but us wrestling fans. Then let me think. The next match was Beth Phoenix versus Natalya. Now I'm thinking, oh, Divas match. Fast forward, but wait, I'm like, hold on, this looks pretty good. It looked pretty good. What happens is they have a great match. Beth Phoenix and Natalya exchange holds. Eventually, Natalya gets Beth Phoenix in the sharpshooter, and she's trying to get to the ropes, and she gets there. Then eventually, I think Natalya went for like a roll up, but Beth Phoenix reversed it into the glam slam, and Beth Phoenix, I thought that was it. I'm like, nope, that's it. It's done. But no, Natalya kicks out. Then I'm thinking, whoa, this match is really something. And then eventually Beth Phoenix gets a roll up for the win. I'm fine with that because I think they're building up Eve versus Beth Phoenix, and it was just a great match. This was probably, I think this was the match of the night, to be honest with you. As I go on, you'll see why I'm just saying this. But good solid Divas match, and then we have Eve come out and saying that until this investigation of who attacked Caitlyn is over, she indefinitely suspends Beth Phoenix, but then she kind of accuses Natalya, so then they start arguing, and this feud about who attacked Caitlyn, I'm not saying that I'm not into it, but it's obvious that it's Eve, but I think it would make sense, because Eve obviously probably wore a wig because it's a blonde, but at least they're using Beth Phoenix and Natalya now, they're not just floating around. I think they're trying to use all the Divas, and I'm going to give them credit. They are trying to use them all, because they're sort of using Layla. Caitlyn, they're using a lot. Eve, they're using a lot. AJ, I'm just counting her. Beth Phoenix, they're starting to use, and I think I think they're going to start to use Natalya now. But eventually, backstage, Booker T and Teddy Long are talking about something. Then Beth Phoenix is upset that she got suspended, and Booker T reverses it, and she is back. Then Eve just tries to blame Teddy Long, and then it just kind of he pretty much says that he has to think about this. So eventually, I think Eve is gonna get caught, and she is gonna lose the Divas Championship to somebody, probably Caitlyn. This actually wasn't even supposed to happen, but because Eve missed the apron, so a botch actually started this feud. It's kind of cool. But then we get to the next match. I think it was Wade Barrett versus Zack Ryder. Let me see. Yeah. This match was a squash, but I don't care. I saw two pretty solid matches. I'm gonna let this go. But I'm gonna say this right now that Wade Barrett, since he's been back, has done nothing. He was supposed to come back, and it was supposed to be this big return, but all he did was squash jobbers. Yoshitatsu. I don't really know if Justin Gabriel's a jobber or not, but I'll just add him to the list. We have, I think, Tyson Kidd. No, Tyson Kidd, yeah. And then that's it. Wasn't like last week that Barrett Barra is supposed to be booming. Nothing's booming, though. So, yeah, I think Barrett and Sandow could be a great tag team, but Barrett just got back, so that's the problem. So Barrett just wins with that little elbow, and I don't really know what it's called. Then I think the next match was, I forget the next match. Oh, so then we get Miz TV with, Sheamus. This was a good promo. Kind of weird, but a good promo. Miz comes out. He's talking about something, I forget. Then Sheamus comes out and says that, I had to come out. I didn't want you to introduce me because you might forget who I am after what Ryback did. Which, by the way, I did not like at all. Then, Miz, every time he goes to let Miz talk, he doesn't let him talk, so eventually I don't know why Miz didn't just do this before. Miz grabbed another microphone and, talked about, how, everyone has to pay to see him, everyone just has to pay to see him, pretty much. He's always going to be the Intercontinental Champion. He pretty much talked about everything he's done lately. Then I think then he's wondering why he's not taken seriously that he could possibly be facing Randy Orton or Big Show at Hell in a Cell. Then, Sheamus says, the reason I'm taking this very seriously, I realize that one mistake could make me lose this. I always prepare, I always train, I always get up and prepare, and I'm ready to face Big Show because I've never faced him before, and I'm ready to face Randy Orton because I always wanted to have a match with him. So then he pretty much says that he's gonna, destroy Miz because he doesn't think he takes this seriously. Dolph Ziggler comes out and, Vicky Guerrero, well, we hear Vicky say, excuse me, and I had headphones on when I was listening to this, so it sounded like a dying chicken, to be honest with you. It sounded like a dying chicken. It's just like, ow. It just hurt my ears. I was like, ah. And I had it up real loud, so that's probably why it hurt my ears. But Vicky's saying stuff about Dolph, like good things, not bad things, but she's talking for Dolph, and I've always heard the wrestling gurus, and I myself, not on this channel, but to other people, that Dolph doesn't need Vicky. Dolph can talk for himself, and tonight he showed it, but he said it. He's like, Vicky, I can speak for myself. And I'm glad that he did that. I don't know why he didn't do this sooner. I think Vicky can still help Dolph. Like, she can still be with Dolph. But I think Dolph should cut the promos. Because I'm going to give you an example. CM Punk doesn't need Paul Heyman. I think they just want to work together. But Brock needs Paul Heyman. Brock Lesnar could not cut a promo if his life depended on it. And I'm going to tell you this now. I was going to make a video about this later. I am making feuds in WWE 13 to make me want to play the game more, and I think it's fun because it's kind of like working as a writer for WWE. And I'm gonna make Adam from CM Brothers, and I think I might be leaving that channel though, but we'll see what happens. And Chris, my dad's girlfriend, and Adam's aunt, a tag team. Well, Chris is obviously gonna be a boy. She requested this too. Because we're gonna have girl. I'll explain that when I get that video out there. And I decided to make them a tag team, and Adam's gonna cut the promos because Adam is. When you hear, we're gonna put these feuds on YouTube, but when you hear Adam cut promos, he is pretty good. I think I'm pretty good at it myself, but he's pretty good at it. I don't know who's better, but Chris is gonna cut maybe promos, but she'll pretty much be like, I don't really know what she'll be like, but she'll be like something. So, but anyways, let me get back to SmackDown. I'm getting a little off topic. Dolph gets in the ring and says that no matter, it doesn't matter, well, until July, I think it was 18, I don't forget when it was, whatever the Money in the Bank pay-per-view was. It doesn't matter what the main event is, it doesn't matter where you are, I am right here with the Money in the Bank, and that could become the next world champion. And, then he pretty much says that he's going to be beaten bad and bruised. I think Sheamus, I kind of zoned out for this. Sheamus said that he's pretty much just going to beat him. And then Sheamus Sheamus attacks the Miz, and then Ziggler and Miz are attacking Sheamus, but Sheamus fights, and this was kind of overpowered. Sheamus fights him off and clears the ring and throws the Money in the Bank briefcase. But he doesn't hit him, but he like throws it at Dolph Ziggler. And I guess I think they made Dolph Ziggler look weak again. And the thing with this Dolph Ziggler push, they're not doing it right. I'll make a video about this eventually, but they need to do something else, because he lost to Chris Jericho at SummerSlam, but he did beat him on Raw, so. Then he lost to Randy Orton at Night of Champions. And then he's now just beaten Santino, and Kofi Kingston's not bad, but that's pretty much my reaction right there. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. We get on with the next thing, and I think the next match, I think it was like a backstage segment. I don't remember what it was. Hold on one second. I think it was a match. Yeah, so we get the Usos versus Team Rhodes Scholars, which is Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow. So the reason why this is happening is because there's going to be a tag team championship, and I like this. There's going to be a tag team championship tournament. That's awesome. That is awesome. I just love it. You see, if you didn't see my video, I think it was Wednesday, I love tournaments. I absolutely love tournaments. I just like tournament. It depends on how you do the tournament, though. The thing is about tournaments, do this one right. Because when you hold tournaments for championship, it makes the championships look prestige. They should be doing this right now with the United States Championship. Let's take a look at the guys we have in here. So we have the Usos and Team World Scholars who are facing each other in this match. Then whatever the next match is going to be Zack Ryder and Santino versus Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel. I think it's then the Primetime Players versus Kofi Kingston and R-Truth. And then Epico and Primo versus the Masked Warriors, which is Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara. That's my name for them now. And the winner's gonna face, I don't care if the team name is Hell No, but I'm gonna still call them Team Friendship, because that's a way better name than the name they have. Let me tell you something. This tournament is gonna be awesome. Who I think will win the tournament, I don't know, to be honest with you. I think either Rey and Sin Cara, the Primetime Players, or probably Rhodes Scholars. But let me get with this match and why I say that. The Usos I don't think are gonna win, because this match was good. I gotta be honest. This match, but the funniest thing about this match is I don't know if this was a botch or not, or what happened, but Damian Sandow kept going to the one corner. I don't know if this was supposed to happen, but that's exactly what happened. I don't think he's ever been in a tag team match before, that I know of, but he's never ever, he went to the one corner, I think, twice in one match. Then eventually the Usos do the hot tag, and eventually Damian Sandow does, I don't remember what he does, he like hurts one of the Usos on the outside. And by the way, the Usos wear red gloves now. hurts one of the Usos on the outside. One of the Usos goes for the splash that Jimmy Snuka does, and then Cody Rhodes gets his knees up and hits the crossroads and gets the win. Then I think after that, I think that was the main event. Was it the main event? Well, I remember. I don't know. Oh, it was Ryback versus Tensai. I want to say this right now. I don't like Ryback. I've said this before, but I just don't like Ryback. I think Ryback right now is gonna go down. Like Ryback, I think is gonna be is overpowered. I know I wasn't gonna talk negative, but look what he did to Miz. He made the Miz probably look like the way he did, like a jobber. He was overpowered. He got dropkicked into the barricade, and he acted like it didn't even hurt him. No, Miz beat Cena at Mania. Miz won the Money in the Bank. Miz won probably everything that there is to win, probably in the WWE. And he goes out and squashes the Ryback. Congratulations, WWE. Ryback is overpowered. And let's take a look at this. He has a match with Tensai, and these headbutts barely phase him. And they phase like Orton and Cena, the guys that are like the faces of the company, and Sheamus, who is like becoming the next face. But it doesn't phase Ryback. Maybe I'm taking too logical about this. And then he hits that little choke bomb move he does. A-bomb, I'm just gonna call it. I think that's what Suicide Dive Wrestling called it. And Ryback, I think, kicked out at 1, and it beat Cena. That beat Cena. Sheamus kicked out at 2. But Ryback is just so overpowered that he kicks out at 1. Congratulations. And then Ryback just ends up giving him that little hammer thing and winning, but I don't get it. I don't get what they're trying with Ryback. If he squashes Punk, I think I'll just become a pay-per-view fan of WWE, to be honest with you. Until WrestleMania. I think I'll just switch with TNA. But that's pretty much it for that match. And then I think it was this happened. And if I leave out some stuff, I'm sorry. Oh, and Eve does send a tell about, like, in the Divas match. I don't really care about that, but I'm just gonna say that. But we have Randy Orton's going backstage for us, and they're doing a lot of these backstage things now. They should start putting back backstage balls. Orton and is going backstage to face Big Show for the number 1 contendership for the World Championship. And then Del Rio comes and attacks Randy Orton. He throws a crate at him. And then a referee comes and he's like, "Hey, get back there now." He had like a he had like an accent to him. And it's like this referee is trying to act all tough against Del Rio, but really this referee would get destroyed by Del Rio. But it's just funny the way he said it. And not being disrespectful to this ref, it's just sometimes people voice are funny. And it doesn't even sound like this was really him. I don't know why but it sounded like it was someone saying it to in a microphone, saying that. It did, because this referee I don't think could talk like that, because this referee probably looked like that Yoshitatsu could beat him up, but any referee can get beat up anyways. But Del Rio attacks Orton, so we're wondering if Orton can compete. So then Big Show comes out. Yep, and then Del Rio comes out, and well, because Orton's music hits, but Del Rio comes out, and I'm like, no, I do not want to see Sheamus and Del Rio again. I was like, what is WWE's problem? But then Orton comes out, and I have never been that happy to see Randy Orton. I got out of my chair and went, well, I didn't do this, but I got out of my chair and went, yes, Randy, Randy. He ambushes W and throws him in the W. Thank you, WWE. Because W, we don't see, and then for some odd reason, W isn't seen again. Then they have the match, and it's pretty much Big Show dominated. But in this match, Big Show's like, "I want quit, boy. You should have never come out here. Look what you did, Randy. You could have walked out of this." And Big Show is in this match is also squeezing Randy's ribs, and it makes sense because of the injured ribs. And he puts him against the barricade, and eventually Big Show goes for a choke slam. Randy Orton counters into a float over DDT, and does a little bit of a comeback move, and I was wondering what. And then he hits an RKO eventually on the Big Show. And Michael Cole I like Michael Cole now as a commentator, I should say, because they're actually talking about the match now, and that's awesome. Keep that going, because if you keep talking about matches, you're gonna get people interested, because maybe that's what got me interested with SmackDown. And Randy Orton said, I don't think Randy Orton hit all the RKO, so that's why he didn't get Big Show. Then eventually Big Show does a choke slam, Orton kicks out, then he does a second choke slam, and he holds him up like this longer, then does the choke slam and gets the victory. And then eventually Big Show gets back in the ring, knocks out Randy Orton, and says, "Sheamus, I will see you at Hell in a Cell." Then that was really it for SmackDown. And they did show some stuff from Raw, but I fast forwarded it because I was off YouTube. Well, I was on YouTube. And the reason why I did watch SmackDown early this week, I wanted to, because didn't have anything to do. Number 2, I had saw a spoiler by accident, so that made me want to watch it to make sure it actually happened. I didn't want to wait, and I think I might start watching SmackDown like this sometimes. But yeah, this SmackDown was awesome. I actually felt like I actually became like a WWE fan. I don't know how a Raw can't put on a good 3-hour Raw when I only enjoy like probably not. I don't even know how much of Raw I enjoyed this week. I should add up the times. I don't know how I like SmackDown. I thought the Wade Barrett thing was okay. I think he should do more, but at least he actually had a match this week, so I'm not gonna complain. And the Ryback thing, the only thing I probably didn't like was Ryback. But yeah, and the tag team tournament should be good. I'm still gonna who should I pick to win the whole thing? I think maybe Road Scholars might take this one, because if the finals are Rey and Mysterio versus the Road Scholars, I think primetime players might cost them. If they bring that up that they attacked them, though, but WWE has a sense of saying, we want to do this, so we're going to put it out on TV. Nope, we're not doing this anymore. So yeah, I don't really have faith in WWE to follow through with that feud. But yeah, Hell in a Cell probably doesn't look like... I always hear that it's never a good show, but I'll find out as I go along. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for SmackDown. And I also like to announce that I won't be using that channel that often, because I'm coming up with my 100th video, and I'm gonna make I'm gonna make a video of me showing my all my wrestling stuff, and that should be fun. So I'll probably be using Owen the Talkinator a lot, but I'm fine with that. And I'll start getting stuff together with that video. I think this time I'll post on Facebook when I get that video, and I'll post on YouTube, Twitter, and all my other accounts. But that's pretty much it for SmackDown. This is gonna be my last video. Probably, I'll probably make that 100th video either next Saturday, whenever my sister Mary isn't having her sleepover with her friend Caitlin. That's the perfect time to make it. But that's pretty much it for SmackDown. I think I'll be back Well, I'm gonna be wearing the same clothes, but I'm gonna come back again because on the Talkinator thing, and I'm gonna review something pretty special. But that's pretty much it, guys. Peace out.